Cindy with Candles and Supplies. We're here today for our Boredom Buster series. We're making hand sanitizers today. Again, for recent situations, if you've tried to go to the store and get hand soap, hand sanitizer, all that stuff, if your shelves are empty like ours, it's kind of hard to come by. But we want to teach you how to make it safely. There's a lot of sanitizers going on out there that are not safe and are hurting people. You don't want to hurt people. You just want to antibacterialize and everything like that. So I'm trying a bit of a new format. We have this very cool Candles and Supplies backdrop, so I'm trying this today. I can't really see, even with my glasses on, who signed in. So it looks like Anika and Sabrina. Hi Sabrina, hi Anika. Good to have you here, thanks for coming. So the way we've been selling bottles lately, I'm not even sure we have too many bottles left in our inventory, but I'm assuming that a lot of people are making sanitizers and soaps and stuff like that. Awesome, keep it going. You know, the big box stores don't have anything left on the shelves. I'd rather, if people buy from small business and everything, support small business at this point, and buy the good stuff. But I want to teach you guys how to do it so you don't hurt people according to regulations. A couple weeks ago we posted on one of our weekly emails this document, a link to this document. I can put another link on our site too. So this is the World Health Organization, and they came out with recommendations on how to safely make sanitizers. If you're making and selling things, typically sanitizers are listed as a drug, so you can't really sell it without, registering with the FDA to be able to sell drugs. They just lifted those regulations due to, recent events and stuff like that. There's not enough hand sanitizers out there, so they're counting on you, the small people, to help out the world and make these sanitizers and, keep people going with this and stuff like that. So if you read this document, which I went through it, and it's a little hard to decipher. It'd be much easier if they're like, do this, do this, do this, and they kind of do, but it gets confusing. They tell you the things to use, percentages, this and that, and then they give you like this 10-liter recipe. 10 liters is pretty big if you've ever made 10 liters before. So what we did is we took all the information in here, kind of broke it down for you in an easy to use format with different sizes. So here is my final page. I'm going to post this on our website. I'll also take a picture of it and post it to our Facebook page too. But I broke the recipe down on what to use and in the proportions for a gallon recipe, 16 ounce, 8 ounce, 4 ounce, 2 ounce, so that you guys know what to use. I'm knocking things over here because I'm super coordinated. Anyway, who else signed on? Looks like Cinnamon and Karen. Hi, how are you guys? Good to have you here. Okay. And Tammy, hi Tammy. Good to see you. So, all right, so this is very simple. There's a few ingredients. We don't need scales. We're not weighing everything. We're measuring everything in fluid ounces because that's what the World Health Organization recommends. So we're going to do that. Super easy. It comes together quick. You don't need any heat, anything special. I have a couple different ideas and variations on the recipe. It doesn't make it unsafe or anything. So, hi Suzanne. Hi. Who is that? Dainty? So, hi everybody. Okay, first thing, most important ingredient. Now there's two different formulas here that the World Health Organization recommends. One, using ethanol, or ETOH, denatured alcohol, however you want to think about it. It's kind of hard to find. It's like Everclear. I know liquor stores are closed in Pennsylvania, but if you are in an area where you have liquor stores and you can buy Everclear, that you can use for this. Sometimes we get ours by drums by chemical suppliers because we use it in some of our formulations for our contract manufacturing. So we have some here. I don't have enough to sell right now, so I'm not selling this. I also don't have the license to sell it either. We can use it in our formulations, so you can use denatured alcohol, or you can use like 99% isopropyl alcohol. Both are very hard to find now. We don't sell either one of them. They're kind of hard to find. Keep looking around. Best thing to do is make friends with one of the stock people, either at your local grocery store or somebody that works in a place. You see them stocking the shelves. They know when they're getting their trucks in. So if the shelves are empty on any of this stuff, just ask them, hey, when does the alcohol truck come in? Or when does your peroxide, hydrogen peroxide truck come in, or stuff like that? When do you stock the shelves? Find out then, and that way you know when to go buy it. So I never thought that we would be living through these times. You know, you study these things like the bubonic plague in school and stuff like that. I never thought that we'd be living through these times, but here we are. Anyway, and then the second ingredient is hydrogen peroxide, and this is the 3% hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, you can buy it at any pharmacy, food store sell it too. Nothing special, just hydrogen peroxide. The next ingredient is going to be glycerin. You probably have this for your other stuff that you're making. If not, we do sell this. So just regular glycerin. That's going to get everything to mix together. And then the last ingredient is either distilled water. That's what the World Health Organization recommends. They just say water. I would recommend distilled water. You can also use things like aloe juice, aloe vera gel, or hydrosol. We're going to use Tree Hydrosol today because tea tree has its own antibacterial, antifungal properties to it. So how can that not be good? Today we're going to make the 8-ounce recipe. And I chose our cool cobalt blue flask bottle. We've been doing everything in flask bottles for some reason. We just like these. They came in and they're awesome. They're also in stock, so it is a bottle that we happen to have right now as far as anything else. And then aloe juice has been very popular too. We normally sell aloe juice, but it's super hard to come by, or aloe vera gel. That's super hard to come by too. That's a good ingredient because it kind of makes your hands, like with all this alcohol going on your hands and stuff like that, it makes your hands dry. So the aloe vera is just going to add a little bit of moisturizing back to it. It's good for your skin and everything, healing your skin and stuff. So hi Alexis, hi Jessica, hi Sharon. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay. We walk around these days, so I made a whole big batch. I actually made one of the 10-liter batches for here because we use it all the time. We're walking around constantly spraying our hands. These trigger bottles have an off-on switch, so you have to switch it on before it actually works. So yeah, so we're constantly spraying our hands all the time, spraying our carts, spraying everything we touch, spraying things just for fun. Not just for fun, but yeah, no, you know what I mean. We're spraying everything these days. Okay. And then, so back to aloe juice. So now we got in this aloe vera powder. So this is a concentrated. This is taken from the inner leaf of the aloe plant. It's powderized, so it's had all the juice taken out of it, but it can be rehydrated. So it's very, very potent. We just got this in because we can't get aloe juice, we can't get aloe gel. Like everything's sold out everywhere. One thing about when you make this, it's very concentrated. So you just mix it in with water. It makes it a little bit darker. So it's not, like. I guess you could put less in, but this is like a 200x concentrate. So literally in a gallon, this is distilled water, so we're going to turn this distilled water magically into aloe juice. In a gallon of distilled water, all you really need is like a 1/4 teaspoon. So you can take the whole gallon jug, a 1/4 teaspoon, put it in there, cover back on that. And shake it up. So you can see already how concentrated. So a 1/4 teaspoon in this gallon is already turning it a nice aloe juice color. I think we recommend using a 1/2 teaspoon. But I find it a 1/2 teaspoon. This is what a 1/2 teaspoon in a gallon looks like. It's very dark. A 1/4 teaspoon is going to be like this color. You can't really use too much. It's concentrated aloe. But if you want your hand sanitizer not to be like this color, it's only going to be a little, we don't use much of it. If you don't want it to be like this color, then you might want to use a little bit less, like make your aloe juice a little weaker. But that's all you need to do. Add the powder to your distilled water, turns it magically into aloe juice. So, hi Sarah, hi Alexis, hi Janet, hi Cindy. Oh my gosh, we have so many people on today. This is great. So I guess everybody's at home pretty bored. We are here right now running on limited staff. Anybody that's sick goes home. We have we're until Pennsylvania's put into a shelter in place, then we'll be closed, but for now we're doing curbside pickup. Our showroom's closed. This is killing me because I'm a people person. I like seeing everybody every day. I like saying hi to everybody. I like finding out what everybody's doing, so this is literally killing me, just this social distancing. I don't think I'm a social distancing person. So I'm here today to show you how to do this. All right, let's make sanitizer. This literally takes 5 seconds, so it's very, very, very fast. Hi, who's that? Cyril, is that how you say your name? And Carol. Hi guys. All right, So again, I said we're measuring in fluid ounces, so we're going to use this. So you want something that's going to measure out milliliters. On our recipe today, for this 8-ounce recipe, we are going to start out with 200 milliliters of ethanol. Honestly, I like the ethanol better than I like the rubbing alcohol, just because the ethanol does not have, or Everclear, does not have the odor that the rubbing alcohol does. Rubbing alcohol has, you know how that smells and stuff like that. So it's got the odor. I'm trying to go kind of odor free, just because when you're smelling that all day long, we were making everything with the isopropyl, and from spraying it all over, smelling it all day long and stuff like that, I feel like my lungs have been, alcohol by the end of the day. So we switched over to ethanol. It's a bit more expensive, but it's not nearly as deadly of a smell. So we are going to, I'm trying to be neat and graceful here. We're going to measure out 200 milliliters. And if you've ever bought bulk products from us, you know it's easier to turn these jugs on the side to pour it. Okay, 200 milliliters. We have that. All right, so that's our 200 milliliters of ethanol. Next, we need 10 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. So I'm going to use a separate cup. I'm a big fan of like weighing or measuring everything separately and then adding it, because if you screw up your weights or measurements and you're putting it in your batch, it kind of messes up your whole batch and you don't know where you're at. So we are going to do 10 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. You don't use a lot of this, so hydrogen peroxide is pretty inexpensive, so once you buy a bottle, it goes a long way. All right, 10 milliliters hydrogen peroxide. Got that. Just gonna add it right in there. Awesome. And next we have our glycerin, and that is going to be 3 milliliters. So what I did to calculate these recipes, I took the World Health Organization recipe, I broke it down into percentages, and then recreated new recipes for smaller amounts, more usable amounts, amounts that you guys are going to make for this hand sanitizer, and created the recipes from there. I will take a picture of this. It's going to be easier than like trying to type in the text. I'll take a picture of this and put it in this listing. That way everybody's got the recipes. You're going to be able to make a gallon. You're going to be able to make 16 ounces, 8 ounces, 4 ounces, 2 ounces, whatever you want to make. It's going to be quick and simple. You can also, like I could have just put this in the bottle and just added my ingredients in the bottle and shook it up too. It's very simple. You can do it that way also. All right. Next, we're going to do the 3 milliliters of vegetable glycerin. It's going to be a little more difficult. I meant to get a pipette before this started so I could measure out my 3 milliliters easy, but I did not, so do it that way. Glycerin's very sticky, very sweet too. Okay. Just put that in there, give that a stir. And then last but not least, our water, aloe. So we could use our aloe juice, we could use either one, or we could use our tea tree hydrosol. I kind of want to make it with the tea tree hydrosol because I haven't made one with tea tree hydrosol yet. I made one with lavender hydrosol. I did lemon balm hydrosol. I've done aloe juice. So we've been going through a lot. So I've gotten a lot of time to experiment with hand sanitizer recipes. It's been kind of fun. So, hi Tim. Hi Linda. Hi Sharon. I miss you guys. A lot of you guys come to my classes and I miss you terribly. I miss not seeing you every week and your beautiful sunshiny smiley faces. I guess this is how it's going to have to be for a little while, but I'm super glad you joined today. Anyway, so we need 27 milliliters of tea tree hydrosol. Normally the smell of tea tree or tea tree hydrosol isn't too, appealing for putting directly on your skin without something else, but in this case where we want everything to be sterilized and antibacterial and as medicinal smelling as possible, I don't mind it these days, I'm finding. So, okay, so everything's mixed into our measuring cup, and that's all there is to it. Very, very, very important part. The reason why people are making dangerous hand sanitizers is because at this point people want to put essential oils in there. So this is all water and water-soluble products. Essential oils are oils. They do not mix with water. So what happens if you add any fragrance or essential oils at this point? It's going to stay on top. It's not going to mix. You'll see some sanitizers out there and they're like, shake before using, and it never mixes. You can shake it all you want. You're still putting essential oils directly on your skin, which is very, very dangerous. There's been kids that had to go to the emergency room because the hand sanitizer burned them. Not the sanitizer itself, not any of this stuff in it, but the essential oils going directly on their skin. So we are using Tree Hydrosol in lieu of essential oils. Very, very safe. Hydrosols you can use directly on your skin. I drink them, I cook with them. They're very, very safe products, so they're going to be safe in the hydrosol. And it kind of adds to the intention of the whole antibacterial and everything that we need it to be right now. So, hi Carolyn, hi Julie. Oh. Hi Sharon, hi Nancy. You know, we got a lot of people on today. This might be a record for us. So, okay, so that's all mixed. That's how easy that is. If everything were that easy. Hardest part's probably going to be pouring it in here. So I'm just going to pour it into the bottle. All right. Go me. I only spilled a little. Cap. And then cap it. And like I said, the FDA did lift their regulations, so you guys can make this and sell this now. Help people out. It's tough out there. I literally made gallons of this. I made the 10-liter recipe, bottled it all up, gave it out to like everybody, like in my immediate area that I know and stuff like that, and everybody here and stuff, and it's gone. So we're making this like crazy. You know. So it has a little bit of a tea tree smell to it, but other than that, it's pretty nice. So awesome. I'm going to go read the comments here. I can't quite see it, so I'm going to go read the comments and see if there's any questions. Feel free to ask me right now. In here. We'll also be monitoring the post during the day and stuff like that. We'll answer your questions if you have any that come along and stuff. So, hi Tracy Ann, how are you? Oh. Tracy has a fresh aloe plant. How much would I use? Would it replace the water portion? Yes. So your fresh aloe plant is excellent. I have one too that's out of control. So what you want to do is cut your aloe leaf, take a spoon, scoop out the inner gel in there, and use that in place of the water. That is correct. That's going to be awesome. That's the best. If you have fresh aloe, that's the best. So, excellent question. Thank you. So, let me just go around here and see if there was any other ones. Try to answer the questions before I'm off here. How much for a gallon? I don't sell the alcohol. That you're going to have to try to find, which is going to be difficult. Sorry. All right. Karen from Wisconsin. Is it cold in Wisconsin right now? Probably. It's warming up here. No. Sharon. Oh, Sharon, you called her. Oh, were you the one that called at like 10:30 and wondered if we were starting yet? So, awesome. I'm glad you're excited about this. That's cool. All right. Awesome. Please post the ingredient list. Okay, I will. Can't hear a word I'm saying. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sharon said, thank you for cutting down the recipe. The first one looked like enough to make for a village. It does. Yeah, it definitely is enough for a village. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? I see you on here now. So, Julie from Minnesota. Okay. Carolyn asked, can you put a few drops of tea tree essential oil in it? No, you don't want to use any kind of essential oils or fragrance oils to fragrance it because the oils are not going to mix with everything in here is all water. It's not going to mix with the water, and it's just going to sit on top, and it could burn your skin or cause burns to people that are very sensitive to it. So, how to use if using aloe instead of tea tree? So we would do the same thing. Instead of taking the tea tree hydrosol and measuring out the 27 milliliters, I would have just taken my aloe juice and measured out 27 milliliters. If you have an aloe plant and you're scooping it out, you would take your aloe inner gel fillet and put that in there and use the 27 milliliters. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so in this one, it's an 8-ounce recipe, so it's 27 milliliters. If you're doing, bigger recipes, it would be bigger amounts. Again, I'll take a picture of this and post it in there. That way you have everything for all different. Yeah.
Barbara says, thanks for teaching. There's no hand sanitizer out there, that's for sure. Nowhere, anywhere. You can't even buy it wholesale anywhere. Can you use propylene alcohol? That is a good question, Melanie. I'm not exactly sure. I'd probably have to Google it. For now, I feel super comfortable using the ethanol or the isopropyl because that's what the World Health Organization is recommending. I'm following their recommendations. I don't want to get anybody hurt or burned or anything. I don't know what the difference is between propylene alcohol and, you know, those two, but I wouldn't substitute right now unless you really research it. So the first ingredient that we used was the ethanol, ETOH, denatured alcohol. It's a 200 proof. You can buy it in a liquor store. If your liquor stores are still open, it's sold as an Everclear product in the vodka section. Or if you can't find that, you can use 99% isopropyl alcohol. You want a very high alcohol content. You cannot use Tito's vodka. Tito's even posted on their site because they don't have enough of an alcohol content. You want something that, you know, meets the World Health Organization alcohol content, which I think is like 98%. Okay. First ingredient was that. Yeah, so we sell the glycerin. We sell it in bigger bottles. This is just my tiny classroom bottle. We sell the glycerin. We sell the hydrosols. We have a bunch of different hydrosols. We sell the aloe vera powder that you would use to make the aloe juice. Sometimes we have aloe juice and aloe gel, not at this time, but sometimes we do. If you buy the aloe vera powder, you would just add, you know, a quarter to a half a teaspoon to a gallon of distilled water, shake it up, and you have your own aloe juice. If you're going to use it right away, one thing, if you're going to use this aloe juice right away in your sanitizer, you don't need to use a preservative because you're just using a little bit. If you're going to keep this around and you've already opened it and put the aloe in there, I would recommend using a preservative, whatever your favorite preservative is at the recommended amounts, just so nothing happens to it. So it is distilled. The aloe vera is, you know, pure also, but just the fact that it was opened up and exposed to the air, I'd probably put a preservative in there. So, can you use 91% alcohol? That was your, yes, Suzanne, you can use 91% alcohol. That is perfectly fine too. I've seen some things where you can use the 71% alcohol, and that's still effective. Not as effective as anything over 91%, but sometimes the 71 is a little bit hard to find, or easier to find. So, yes, I'm going to post this. So after this is done, I am going to post it to our Facebook page so you can rewatch it. I'm also going to take a picture and post the recipe. My fun little recipe here. I'm going to post that. That way you'll be able to see that. Forever and ever and ever, at least as long as Facebook's alive. So, hi Kay from Green Lane. Hi Gail in Louisiana. So, yes, I will definitely put the recipe online. No worries there. And Cyril, if I add an emulsifier to my sanitizer, can I add essential oil? All right, good question. So, I was reading about that because I was reading different other people's recipes on sanitizers. I did a lot of research on this and stuff like that. Theoretically, yes, if you add an emulsifier, you could add essential oil to it, but keep in mind anything else that you add to this, right, is going to take away from the effect of the sanitary things. So whatever you're trying to add into the, you know, as far as your essential oils, as far as, you know, antibacterial, anti-this, anti-that, it's going to, by adding the emulsifier, it takes away from the disinfectant properties of the alcohol. It neutralizes it. So you don't want to add that. That's another reason why you don't want to add essential oils. Essential oils theoretically should do all that too, but since you have to add the emulsifier, it's another ingredient that's going to dilute this and make it weaker. So unfortunately, I feel like it's making a weaker product. You could, another thing is thickeners, right? Make it thicker. So this is theoretically, this is a spray sanitizer. Yeah. So, which is great. I feel like it gets in more areas than a liquid or a gel sanitizer would anyway. But say you want to make a gel sanitizer for your purse or something like that. I have seen, you know, I Googled other people's recipes and everything, add a little bit of guar gum will thicken it up. But then I did read in the World Health Organization, anything you add to it, thickeners or anything, again, kind of take away from the medicinal properties of the sanitizer. So think about that. To me, I'd rather have a stronger version in a spray bottle than a thicker version that's not quite as strong.
I want strong these days. I want strong. I don't want to get sick. I feel healthy. I'm always healthy. I never get sick. I pride myself on that. So, but this seems like it kicked your butt at any time. So it's all about being healthy these days. So, but good question. Good question. Now, let me see if there's any more.
Need a bigger screen. Yeah. So Anita made some a few weeks ago with aloe alcohol and 91% and essential oil. Did your essential oils mix or did they separate? If they separated, that might be an issue. So, hi Donna Maria from Allentown. I haven't seen you in a while. And Lori's on there. Hi Lori, I miss you. I haven't seen you either. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, keep posting your questions. I am going to take a picture of this. That way you'll have it for reference and stuff like that. It's a great sheet. I also have it like on a spreadsheet. If anybody wants a spreadsheet of it, feel free to send me a message. Just shoot me a message in Messenger, and I can send you like the Excel template that I used to make this recipe too. So you can have it in print or you can have the Excel. Don't care. So whichever. Just go out there and make a safe product and everything. So, Lori, I'm glad you missed me too. So I miss everybody so much. I'm gonna hug everybody once this is all over. So, and then Marit said, "You have products to make the sanitizer." We do have some. We have the glycerin, we have the hydrosol, we have the aloe vera powder, water and alcohol and hydrogen peroxide. You can get at the food store, Walmart. You know, pick your favorite place to go, pharmacy, whatever. Anyway, all right, guys. So that's it for today. Coming back around to say goodbye. That's about it for today. That's how easy it is to make sanitizer. Make sure to make a safe product. Get it out there. People need it. People definitely need the sanitizer. So get it out there, sell it, give it away. You know, whatever you have to do. Be healthy, be safe. Social distancing. See, nobody's around me even, so which is killing me. But thank you for watching today. I'm going to keep doing these Boredom Buster series. I know everybody's at home and, you know, looking at the walls by now. They probably cleaned everything, done all their dishes, and, you know, all that type of stuff. So I'll keep doing this. If you have any suggestions for Boredom Busters, I think we have things coming up like, you know, scrubs and masks, and of course candles, lots of candles. Candle scrubs, masks, lip gloss, different things like that. If you have any suggestions, just shoot them to me, send me a message, put it in these comments. I look at everything, so just let me know what you want to see and we'll come have fun and hopefully take up some time during the day with something healthy and good that you can make with your family. So, all right. Thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.